Hello and welcome to the Shirley Ryder Show, and I'm Shirley Ryder, and today we're going to be talking about the beginner's guide to selling your music online. And primarily we want to find out, or our goal is to find out ways that we maybe can attract people to our own online music store that we're selling our music on. And we have a panel here today of your everyday indie artists and also a listener, a great listener of music. So I'd like to introduce them to you now. The first person, Scott Peters.
Hey.
Yeah, and you are here as a listener.
Yeah.
Yep. And Scott's 19 years old and he listens a lot to your headphones.
Probably too much, but yeah.
So I'm sure we'll get a lot of answers from Scott. Of course, Les Robinson.
Hello.
From Apollo Steam Train and formerly
Many other places.
Yeah, the Nod and different places. Awesome to have you here. And Jan Guitar Girl, yeah. Jan, of course, is representing us from Sun Life from the media because she writes a music column in there. And also all of us, Les and Jan, both musicians as well. And Gavin Northcroft.
Hello.
Who, of course, has his own recording studio and does his own keyboards and also plays in bands. And is an indie artist too, aren't you?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit, dabbling around. Yeah.
Dabbling around when I have time to.
Okay, Gavin, or Les, whoever knows the answer.
I'll figure one out.
Because I was going to give this question to the person that couldn't show it tonight, never mind. Facebook likes. What do you know about, you know how you can buy Facebook likes? And have you heard about that? How does that work?
Yeah. Well,
I heard about that from you.
Oh, okay.
Eugene.
I don't know much about it.
we have a colleague in common, Gavin. No, excuse me, sorry. And he wrote a song.
Yeah, exactly.
Called
I was just thinking
it's
about
all
that.
about that.
It's all about likes and getting page views
And what it's
and
all
this.
about. What the whole like thing is all about.
Because you can actually buy them though, can't you? You can buy Facebook likes.
I don't know.
Apparently,
too
yeah.
much
And page
about
likes.
it,
The thing about buying likes
You know-
is most of them are usually scams or just trying to grab your money. Because the thing with buying likes is that Facebook knows you're buying them and they know that they're bots. So they just take them away almost within 24 hours.
So they're worthless.
They're
Yeah.
worthless.
They're actually worthless.
They're worthless,
Right.
but they seem like it.
Worthless people. That's the short answer.
And
Okay.
would you really, if you're a genuine artist,
Yeah, I know. I don't do it.
Really?
Obviously, so I don't have
your marketing
I
I'd rather
refuse to
know
do
what
it.
the
I refuse
actual...
to do it. I did see
I don't
it
do
come
it.
up. I did see it come up once, and I.
the guy in charge of your
Thought about
marketing might think it's a great idea.
What was that?
The guy in charge of your marketing might think it's a great idea, but
No.
as an artist, it's like, I don't think so.
If someone finds out that you bought
You're gonna feel like
the views or whatever, that's just gonna
You've lost
destroy
credibility.
it.
Yeah.
You just
Yeah.
cut off your own throat kind of.
Yeah.
Go release an album and go out and buy 500 of them
Yeah. Yeah.
themselves.
Yeah.
Just to get the numbers up. People used to do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
remember something
remember a
about
band that did that in the late 90s here in New Zealand, and they got so broken open later after the fact.
Well,
Wow.
they should do too, really. It's,
Yeah.
So Gavin, you've been sitting nice and quietly there for a little while. Websites. Tell us what they are. I mean, we know, but tell us.
Basically,
something
it's almost like a holding pen, I suppose, a place you have on the net that you pay for on the internet, where you put all your content and all your stuff, and it's formatted and laid out in such a way that people can read it, use it. Some of them you can download stuff, some you can upload stuff.
Yep.
It's basically your portal where everybody sees what you've got and what you're doing,
How important?
and what have you got to to sell or give to the rest of the world.
Yeah. And as a musician, indie artist, how important is it for an indie artist to have one of these? I can see it's important for you as in a studio.
For me, from a studio point of view, it's kind of important because people can see what I've got, what I do. They can listen to stuff that I've done for other people as examples. From an artist point of view, I would say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being super important, 1 being don't bother about it, I'd actually probably go with a 5 or a 6. And the reason why I say that is because, again, the social media part of it, Twitter, Facebook,
absolutely.
blah, blah, blah. Most artists are channeling all their energy into there, and that's where a lot of the audiences are going. The days of dot such and such, it's not really so great anymore. A lot of it now is social media.
Yeah.
The trick here, guys, is to link your website,
Absolutely.
all those platforms. Make sure they're linked. If they're not, it's not networking. It's not
No.
feeding algorithms.
Yeah,
It's
you've
not
got to
keeping
connect all the dots
system
everywhere.
happening. It's not LinkedIn. It's got to be LinkedIn, and that's what where these digital marketers come in, because they know how to use those algorithms to get your stuff, your product, your promotion, your website into the best possible place to pop up in front of the people who need your stuff.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Oh, that's really...
And as you rightly pointed, it's a whole specialised field.
Absolutely,
Digital marketing, content development. The internet's sort of now been broken down into different sections, and each of those sections is a whole specialised field unto itself.
I'm a digital, ignoramus dinosaur. I just know people who know people who know people who know this stuff.
Yeah.
That's how I know this stuff. But would I try and do it myself? Heck no. I've just built myself a website. It's taken me ages, but I've done it, and I'm going to publish it soon. But the most important part of that website is what Brendan, my digital marketer, is going to do with it, and that is get it in front of the people who need my stuff.
Yeah,
and that's
using
those algorithms.
Well,
that's using those algorithms.
Yeah.
That's how come Apollo Steam Train is huge in Brazil.
Yeah, wow.
But
They'll be looking for the train tracks in South America.
Right.
Sorry, anyway, should we...
No, you're right. That's very good. So if we got it, so we've got our website, we've built it. Do you think it's a good idea to have like our own, anybody can answer this, our own, shop on there? Or do you think it would be
a buy now button?
Yeah,
like selling your own music
so
on your
selling your own
website.
music rather than just going to a store or online.
Okay, so all the Amazon, the Amazon have made the big difference here.
Yeah.
They've allowed their system to be used to sell their stuff, your stuff, and allow you to sell other people's stuff just using their system. And that's what everybody seems to be doing now.
Yeah.
Making
So,
6 figures out of selling other people's stuff on Amazon.
Yeah.
Just the process.
So, in answer to that, would you put your own music on your own on your own website? If you've got loads of spare cash around to afford to set that up and do it, maybe.
If
but
lots of people
as
buy
Les
it.
rightly pointed out, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, they've got far bigger audiences.
Yes, that's right.
They've got all the technology and the systems in place to market and push your stuff for you.
All the work's done.
So it makes more sense to put stuff there.
On there.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you have a distribution site? Oh, this isn't one of the questions, but a distribution site. Like who are you with? You're a DistroKid? Is that what you do?
Yeah.
It's a new one.
Yeah, there's a few of them there now. Yeah, you got DistroKid, you've got TuneCore, there's all these different. Their job is they're like the middleman between you
And Spotify.
and Spotify,
Yeah.
Apple, Amazon, all those ones, and they will take your material and prep it up and get it ready to say here.
Because I've got all the machinery to do it.
They've got all the technology to do it.
So rather you try to figure it out, just go, here you go, guys.
Yeah,
Yeah.
deal with this stuff,
Yeah.
sort
The
it
only thing
out.
you got to worry about is just the dimensions for the photograph.
Pretty much, yeah.
Pixels,
That's about it.
Which is quite nice.
And even now that's becoming easier.
Yeah.
I think even the government is kind of cotton on. I think the systems, because phones are so much better. I think even phone ones now are acceptable online. You can get it through. I remember one time it took me ages to get a photo through. Now it's just instant.
Yeah.
Because they've lined everything up. Yeah, the technology's been better.
Mhm.
So everything just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah.
Well, actually, speaking about technology, it's just a little problem, but I've noticed, when I just recently, because I've been doing the interview programs and stuff like that, and I also noticed back in the day that with my songs that were on CD Baby, suddenly YouTube started putting on my YouTube channel, if I loaded up my song with a video and Shane said it too, I'd get a copyright thing on me. But then I
You
was
got blocked and you got a copyright
On their own
takedown.
blocked. I just got, but you know what's actually, and that of course, by the way, I do know now that I am supposed to get some of that money back because that's just to help me. But it's taken me a few years to work that out. But
Are you you registered with AirPro?
I am.
Okay, well that's the channel through which it's going to come back to you.
But it seems interesting that she's getting takedown notices for her own stuff.
I know.
Well,
If she was plagiarising somebody else's, I'd go, well, yeah, okay, now you're shooting
I
on
That
songs.
would be a glitch in the system, though, wouldn't it, Gavin? Something-
It's because of the computers, I think.
Yeah, it sounds like
It's a glitch. I watched an interesting YouTube doco the other day with a guy called Rick Beato, who's quite...
I know Rick, yeah,
Yes,
I know of him, yeah.
And he's covered the subject
musician,
in
isn't he?
great detail because it's becoming a real stinking sore point
It's
for a
annoying.
lot of people.
Oh,
Everybody is suing everybody.
I did see
somewhere
him
at
bring
the moment.
this particular point up. Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he brought it up and made a huge... He's done
Yes,
about 4 videos on it.
yes,
It's
yes,
that big
yes,
a
yes.
subject now.
That's right, I already remember this.
And record companies now are actually hiring whole teams of people whose job now
Yes,
is just to sit there,
watch.
surf YouTube all day.
Mm.
Oh, that's it. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a breach. Oh, that's a breach. And they're just clocking money.
Wow.
And one of Rick Beato's friends, who actually works at one of the record labels, said, "Dude, we're making more money out of this than we are out of anything else. Just suing people and bussing them. It's huge."
Yeah.
So it's unfortunately turned into a sport.
It's actually got worse because it's actually got worse lately because now, recently I went round to Bruce Rowland's house and I was interviewing him and we sang my song Circles, and so I don't know if it was just because, and also with Andrew McClellan, me and Andrew and a couple of others were singing Andrew's song Sierra Leone, and I had both of those songs put up onto my channel and I got copyright breaches.
Yeah.
I think maybe it's because I'm singing my own song live.
They're now hiring people whose full time is to sit there and just watch.
Pretty soon it'll be an AI job.
And they probably watched your video and go, "Oh, that's a breach of."
That's actually look a little bit like the person on the cover on the album. Oh,
I know, this is what I get. But the thing is that the labels are now just going, "Oh, but it's quick money to be made. Let's just do it." Yeah.
And very soon those jobs will be redundant because it'll be an artificial intelligent, a robot that'll be
Already
doing
being
that.
developed now.
Yeah.
I actually thought it was a robot, but
No.
maybe not.
No, they're hiring whole
YouTube's probably
teams
all
of
that.
people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know, but the changes are pretty quick.
Yeah.
You know, in the industry.
So, oh well, it's just something we'll have to just put up with for now, I guess. That's actually why I didn't go on and put my second Shirley Birds album up there, because I got so sick of it from the first one.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, I just think I'll just do it. I'm with CD Baby. I am with CD Baby, and I'm with TuneCore, and now just DistroKid I've just joined with. It's the latest. Yeah. So we'll see how that one goes. How much would it cost to either have someone build us a website, Gavin? Do you think, or obviously you said it's quite complicated to build our own. So if we don't know how to build it, how much?
They're getting easier to build yourself.
They're, again, a bit like there's platforms for music and there's YouTube. There's platforms now for building websites as well. You've got Wix, you've got Squarespace.
Wix is alright because you've done that one for me.
Yeah,
I've used Wix.
So the days of having to hire somebody and pay them between $2,000 and $10,000 and $20,000 to develop and build your website,
Right.
not so much anymore.
Yeah.
Google.
Awesome.
You go into the Google, the 9 little dots.
Yeah.
You go in there. It's called Google
Square?
Sites.
There's this.
Google Sites, and you can build your own Google website.
Yeah.
And Google's not a bad place to have a website. When you
Well, the
think
beauty
about
thing about building it on there is that Google just
Yeah.
incorporated
Yes,
their
it
own
just goes into
algorithms.
their machinery.
Yeah,
It's
and
already
then
in there.
And then
you just go straight to the top.
You just got to pay for the actual.
Yeah, you
That's
do have,
right.
you've
It's a free
got to pay
thing,
for
but-
things like hosting, somewhere where
and
your
you call
health
it, yeah.
website's
Yeah.
hosted each year.
But all those free websites they give you, they've all got the upgrades.
Yeah.
So you can all instantly go bang and turn it into a one that costs money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
see,
It's all
my,
like
my,
that.
my one cost me 3 weeks because I've gone for the whole pro package with all the bells
Yep.
and whistles.
Yeah.
Mine cost me about $600 a year, which compared to what you could spend.
Mm.
Well,
Yeah,
you could easily spend giving it to another developer, like easily.
Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
you can go nuts. Yeah, my favourite answer to that is, how long's a piece of string? What do you want to spend? You know?
Yeah, and sorry. Yeah, I was just going to say, because I had one more question, but I've got a few more. But talking about directing traffic to the website, we really talked about that, didn't we?
Mhm.
Yeah, we really sort of said
And
that. Linking
really,
everything.
that is the thing: is getting into those platforms are all linked,
Yeah,
and you've got to get into that network.
yeah,
And
that's right.
it takes a lot of time. I mean, Brendan spent hours just creating content because the more content you feed it, the more it likes you.
Right.
But you don't want to annoy everybody with it, eh?
No, so you've that's right. So you've got to put the thinking into the
Thinking and make
content.
it
Yeah,
relevant.
yeah.
And it's
Right.
story and a story on top of a story, so it flows and
Yeah.
keeps people interested. So it is marketing. It's
Yeah.
digital marketing
Yeah.
using their platforms wisely.
Mm.
So,
Oh, I'm going to have to do some brainstorming. So at some stage, it sounds like fun.
I thought we already were.
It's a bit like the age-old saying you hear in internet a lot, in the internet circles nowadays. Like, well, a lot of just content is king. It
Yeah,
really is.
yeah, absolutely, yeah. And the other thing, I've got they're all just tools, but and I have this saying that it's still true, as true as it was the day I created this saying, and that is that a tool is only ever as sharp as the person using it.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Would you agree though, Elise, that the other thing with all of this sort of stuff is it's almost evolving to the point where you just about need to have a full-time person who just does all this stuff.
Absolutely.
Because there's, you've got to link everything to this and that. You've got
Yeah.
content to put up and manage. You've got there's that much stuff going on as far as digital marketing, social media, website development. You could just about throw somebody a full-time job out of that.
Well, these guys are developing, trying to, blow apart the old music industry and create an indie music industry, if you like. That's kind of what they're trying to do, Gav, is give people the tools to be able to do that themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Relative. And I'd imagine if you did that, because like Brendan's been doing it maybe, I don't know, since he got back from his trip last year, maybe a year, best part of a year, I'm not sure, but his learning curve's gone wow. So yeah, he wanted to manage my website, and I said, yeah, man, you can do that, and you can be my digital marketer, right? Come on. Well, that's the thing, because it's better that someone who knows. It's better for our partnership that I do stuff that I'm just naturally good at, and he does stuff that he's naturally good at.
Exactly.
It just makes sense, it's a symbiosis,
For sure.
And of course, with all of the possible lockdowns that might come in the future, might give us lots of chances to get on the social media. Hopefully, it's still working.
The only virus you can catch on the computer is not going to kill you. So,
I did read somewhere though that
It'll kill your computer. That'll be about all.
I did read somewhere that they reckon it was going to close down, but I don't think that was here.
The internet.
The social media.
Social media. Oh, okay.
For 2 weeks, but I don't know if that's true.
I see Facebook are really tightening down on pulling stuff off that could be detrimental to this whole global awareness of the epidemic thing. A couple of people I saw today said they got their things pulled off for very little. So they have obviously written some new criteria about what's acceptable and what's not under these pandemic circumstances.
I've seen some people start talking about that too.